Grace and peace be unto you. My name is Brother Favor Opponent. So we're going on the issue of sacrifice. Now let's go from this Eastern Psalm 40 verse 6. It says, "Sacrifices and offering you did not desire, but my ears you have opened. Burnt offering and sin offering you did not require." You can see it there. Talk about sacrifices and burnt offering, you were not pleased, and the sin offerings you did not desire. Now let's go to Hebrews chapter 10 verse 8. You see, firstly, he said, sacrifices, offerings, burnt offering, sin offerings you did not desire, nor were you pleased with them, though they were offered in accordance to the law. Now carefully now, you could see that there are certain things in the Old Testament that although they were offered according to the law, God has no hand in it. God has what? No what? It was not pleasured of God. You understand? It's not that God desired the sacrifice from them. Now check throughout the Old Testament, they were sacrificing. There were various sacrifices that were done. Somewhere is saying there were sacrifices, there were offerings, there were burnt offering, there sin offering. All these sacrifice, in all, none of them was pleasing unto God. Now you get it. But if you read further again, you see the sacrifice that God was pleased in. Now the only sacrifice that God was pleased in is the sacrifice of Christ. Okay, so that's God himself became a sacrifice for man. It's not that God demanded sacrifice from man. So all these pastors, they are telling you, some people, they tell you, come and sow a seed so that God will multiply it. That is a big lie. Some of them will tell you that, okay, Solomon sowed 1,000 offering and God multiply him to be the richest. If you try that, it's fraud. The Bible is already telling you that sacrifices and all this, they are not pleasing unto God. What pleased God was the sacrifice of Christ. So once Christ has died for you, buried for you, was raised for you, there's no other sacrifice outside Christ that can be. You understand? So the sacrifice of Christ has ended all the sacrifice of the Old Testament. So now you cannot be sacrificing now for anything, because God clearly said it here that he does not desire any sacrifice. The only sacrifice that he desired was the sacrifice of Christ for our sins. So you cannot be sacrificing, doing any new sacrifice again. So that's the truth. You cannot be doing any new sacrifices again.